Hey everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and I know it's still summer and I know it's really hot, but we're going to do a fall project because if you want to make these for your home or give them away as gifts, you got to start now. So I know I'm pushing fall because right behind fall is Christmas, and Christmas is my favorite. But today we're going to do a fall project. I bought a couple of these at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure I got this at Hobby Lobby. I got these online. No, this was an orange one also. I got this one at the Dollar Tree, but then I got a bunch of these white ones online from Amazon. And if they still have them, I'll put the link in the comments and you can see they weren't very much, and there was a whole bunch of them, but they're all really small. We're going to go with one this size, and we're going to Mod Podge this baby up. I love blue and white, and that must be why I like everything coastal and nautical. I love blue and white, but this is this one is a more feminine blue and white. These are the napkins that I chose for this project. See how dainty the blue is on that? Now I also have this blue and white, which I love, but I think I'm going to use this for a bigger project. Excuse me. They have those large paper mache, looks like a vase. Goodness. But you can't put water in it because it's paper mache. But you can decorate the outside and it looks like one of those Ming vases. Can't say vase when you say Ming, so it's Ming vase. So that is what I'm going to use these bigger ones for. But these smaller ones, and I'm not going to do this on camera because it is the hardest thing for me to do. I bought these on Amazon also, and there's 120 of them in this packet. So it was a really good buy. But these are 3-ply, and you do have to take the white backing off. I'm horrible at that. See, I'm going to try it right now. I'm just not great at it. I even tried the, where you wet both of your fingers and do this across. Oh, now it's going to work, sort of. But I also tried the 2 pieces of tape. Oh, wow. So there's 2-ply here and 1-ply. Nope, I still have another ply. See, this is what I'm talking about, why it's it makes me cry. I'm not taking that off on camera, but I did do that to 4 of these this size. And so this is what we're going to use. There's like 3 different kinds of patterns on this that I noticed. There's the corner pattern where things are cut off. And then there's this thing in the middle between the 2 corners where it looks like it was folded and like those ink blots. And then there's the little ones here and all the way around that are all complete patterns, and that's what I want to use for this project. But first we're going to paint our pumpkin white, because if you leave it orange, it's going to show orange through your paper, and that is not a good look at all. So I'm going to take the stem out carefully. These are styrofoam pumpkins, so the stem should come out a little easier, but it had those barbs on the end. I don't know if you can see that kind of really keep it in there. You might have to use glue when you're putting it back in. I don't know. So I have Apple Barrel White, and both of them, I have 2 bottles because I have like 2, a little in each bottle. But these are the matte formula, which is what you want. You can use the shiny, I don't think it would, or the gloss, I don't think it would really do anything, but I like the matte because my Mod Podge seems to stick to it better. And I am using the dishwasher safe Mod Podge because if, I forgot to shake it up, if you want to put these outside on your porch, you're going to want the dishwasher safe because it's waterproof. Okay. I didn't bring a paper plate or anything out here to pour my paint on. So if you guys know me, you know I do things the easier way. I'm going to just pour this paint on my pumpkin. And that bottle seems to be a little runny. So that one might be, the paint might be awfully thin, which means you might have to give it 2 coats. But see, you're just going to paint along. And I don't really care if I get it on my hands. Now my shirt's another story. Why I wore a nice shirt for this, I don't know. Speaking of shirts, you know I love Christmas. I have designed some new Christmas t-shirts out there on my boutique Inspire Me Fabulous, because they make me feel fabulous. But I have, I think, 3 new Christmas ones, and then I have a coffee t-shirt. Sorry what I said. I'm sorry what I said before I had coffee or something like that. I have to look at it again. But those are brand new. If you want to go over there and take a look. Also, I have started my own earring line. These are some of the earrings that I make. These aren't on the site right now, but they will be. I love them because they're nice and long and dangly. And ladies, this is just a little tip from me to you, especially if you're my age. You kind of have a lot of more wrinkles on your neck than you want. Wearing longer earrings makes your neck look longer. I don't know why, but it does. And so by wearing longer earrings, also having longer hair helps with your neck too. And my neck is terrible. I have a lot of wrinkles, but I earned every one of them. So I'm not one of those that's going to go get surgery and have all that fixed. For one, I don't have that kind of cash. But I think there's something to be said about a woman who is aging gracefully. I think it is just a real beautiful thing. We'll see what I feel like in 10 years. Okay, I've got this all painted. I'm going to set it off to the side. Normally, I have my little fan here, and I would have that on, and we would be drying that. Ugh. I have some paper towels here. Now, you can also use the paper that you pulled off the back of your napkins. Use that as paper towels, because you're going to throw them away anyways. I'm just going to wipe my paint out because I also didn't bring water out here. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't prepared. I was very excited about this project, though, because I've seen them done, and they are gorgeous. There is a site out there on Instagram. I just love this girl. Her name is Randi Garrett, and I think it's R-A-N-D-I, Randi Garrett. Her home is gorgeous, but very, very feminine. I don't know how my husband would deal with a lot of that, but all blue and white, and she has some pinks thrown in, and just very, very pretty. So I was kind of inspired by her blue and white pumpkins that I want to make my own. Now hers are like china, or fine porcelain. They're very, very nice. But ours are going to be nice too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another paintbrush, because that one has white paint in it. And I like using flat paintbrushes for this, and this is a number 8 flat. I have a whole jar of throwaway brushes, I guess, but I've had them for so long. I use them for everything. These are the ones that I use when I'm gluing or just painting something like this. Now my fine art brushes I have special for watercolor and for oils, and I don't bring them out for a project like this. So let's get our Mod Podge going. Make sure it's shook up real good. And I am just going to paint a little bit on there. Oh, it's got goopy there. I'm going to throw this away. I'm just going to set it over there. So I hopefully don't stick my hand in it. Okay. Let go. So this is pretty full. This is $9 at Hobby Lobby, but it's the waterproof formula, and that's what you want. You can make your own Mod Podge, but I don't think you can make this formula. You can make the original Mod Podge, basically equal parts of glue and water. Not a difficult thing. This formula, however, is a little more science than I know. So I went live a little early today because my friend and I, he's coming over to help me. We are going to, oh, it was down there. I thought it was at the top. We are going to work on this fireplace. I know I have not shown any pictures of this fireplace in a long time, and that's because things were kind of on hold. Him and his wife went on vacation, and then we've had some family issues, and we had vacation, and we had company. My son was here, so there was a whole lot going on for the summer. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit here. Now, if you only want to do the blue and white across the bottom, that would be really pretty too. I have cut my pieces already. Oh, and they're flying all over the place. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up a piece like this and try to put it on with as few wrinkles as possible. Kind of difficult because there's a lot of movement on this pumpkin as far as surface. It's, you know, it does all this. So that's called movement. It's like I didn't mean to get technical there. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more right here. And I'm just going to put this on in a random pattern, but I am not going to overlap the design, because then it starts looking like it's just a hodgepodge of a mess, and you can't really tell that it's even a flower design. So what I did is, those are two pieces. See, they're not touching each other. I'm just going to put them around like that, so you can tell that those are flowered pieces. So I had quite an ordeal trying to get my pumpkins, these, out of storage. My husband usually helps me, but he is off singing today. He's a singer in a professional choir. Oops, I don't have enough Mod Podge. So he's off doing a summer sing today, and he usually helps me get my stuff out. Well, he wasn't here, so I just had stuff thrown everywhere. It kept falling because he had it strategically piled on top of each other that I completely messed up. So it took me a while to get my pumpkins out and clean up the mess. So that, but, and that's just like me, to wait to the very last minute to get my pumpkins out for this project, because I'm going live today. Oh my gosh, guys. Look how pretty that is. Let me turn it around. Look how pretty that is. I love it. Oh, that's gorgeous. This is going to look like one of those fine China ones. I was going to do the little pumpkin too, but and I still might, but I think I might use up all of the paper I have already cut, because I'm putting them in so close. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Usually I make one ahead of time so I can work all the kinks out and how to do it, but I didn't do that this time because I was too busy cleaning up the mess I made in the storage, in our storage. Oh, what a mess. Okay. Ugh. Every one I put on is just getting prettier and prettier. All right, let's do, I want to get this one done on camera, and then if we have time, we'll do the other one. I think that's a good plan, don't you think? Make sure that when you paint your pumpkin white, if it's not already white, that you let the paint dry for quite a while, because otherwise, as you're brushing this on, the paint starts to come off a little bit, and that's not a good looking project. Unless you want it to look really shabby unintentionally. I don't even know if that would look good like that shabby. Or if that would give a good shabby design, you know what I mean? Okay. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. I was going to give this one away, but you know what? I don't think I'm going to, because I love this. I think I'm going to keep it. And I have a bowl behind me, see, of all the glass balls that I have. And I've collected them for the longest time. But wouldn't a collection of these blue and white pumpkins look really good in that bowl? I think it would. I would, yeah, I think that would. Now, if blue and white is not your thing, find a napkin, find a napkin that is close to your colors that you have in your house and make one out of that. Pumpkins can be pretty much anything. And I don't really do a lot of Halloween decor. I love to dress up and have fun, but I don't normally do the decor because it's so close to fall and Christmas that it just gets kind of lost. Hey, Susie. I think you could do this on dried gourds. That was her question. Do you think you could do this on dried gourds? And I really believe you do. This is just styrofoam. So I think since the gourds are already dried and they're not going to decompose, I think that would be great. Oh my gosh. Now, if you do this design or something like this with the white background and you don't paint your pumpkin or gourds white first, the color of that is going to show through, and that might be really pretty on gourds, especially if instead of this being blue, it's more of a sepia color, and put that, that would be pretty. Oh, I keep burping this morning, and I have no idea why, because it's not like I've eaten anything. All I've had was coffee. I have been trying, and I know, you know how we are as women. We try everything there is to lose weight. So I have been working on the intermittent fasting, and which I don't go great guns on it. I just try not to eat anything before noon or anything after 8 p.m. And I've been doing pretty good with it, and I've lost some weight with it, so it's working. But, and that's another reason why I wanted to do the live at 11, because at noon I can eat. And I don't want to do that on camera. So it ain't pretty. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have enough Mod Podge. I thought I made an area big enough, but that's a pretty big piece of napkin. Oh. I think since the world has gone crazy with Mod Podging, I made up a word, Mod Podging napkins, there's so many nice napkins out there now, way more than there used to be in the past. So you can find pretty much any design. Yeah, Sue, if you decide to do a gourd, gosh, I'd love to see that, because that will give me some more ideas to do other things. In fact, as you were saying that, I'm like, oh my God, we could do this and that. And, you know how a creator's mind goes. It's like it's constantly running. Okay, look at that so far. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, I have to make more of these. I would love to make a giant pumpkin and use the bigger design. Oh, I'm not going to put any on the bottom because that's not something that, oops, you moved on me. You're not going to see that so much anyways on the bottom. So I'm not going to put any there. I have a cat that is just tearing through here. She has been my BFF all morning, and I don't know why, because that's not like her. She's driving me nuts. Chow chow. Drive me crazy, cat. She's been up here on the table, which I was afraid she would do that while we were painting, and then I would have a painted cat. Okay. Oh, this is so much easier than I thought it was going to be, because it is not wrinkling, and I shouldn't say that out loud. It has not wrinkled or folded up on me at all. And the pattern is just laying down so nice and smooth. That's not normal. But you have to make sure that you get all three. Most napkins are 3-ply. You separate all 3 layers. I don't know where to touch this so it's not wet. It gets difficult towards the end here. I had a couple of little patterns that I kind of wanted to just stick in there. And this really does look like one of those fancy Ming vases like from China. Fancy China, not made in China. Ugh, so tired from all the products being made in China. Okay. Nice. Huh? Oh, I need something right there, don't I? Yes, I do. I got this little one here. Didn't notice that until I looked at it on camera. But I'm not going to put this one outside, but with the formula of this Mod Podge, you definitely can. Okay, how's that look? Oh, better. Better, better. Oh my gosh. I just have this spot here yet. And then once you're done and the Mod Podge underneath is dry, you're going to want to coat it 1 or 2 times with this formula to really make it as waterproof as possible. Even if you're not going to use them outside, I would still do that, because what if next year you decide you're going to use it outside and you forgot you didn't put Mod Podge, the waterproof formula, on the outside? It'll be ruined. Especially if you live here, because the humidity just turns everything to mold if it's not coated or taken care of. Stop it. It's like having a 2-year-old. She is everywhere today. We have been gone because of family things going on. Yeah, I hear ya. So, she doesn't like it when we're not here. And, you know, she's well taken care of. We have people that come in and take care of her. But she doesn't like it when we're not here. And she will usually either throw up on the carpet, or I don't know where to hold this. I think I'm just going to hold it by the stem. Get that. Or she will, you know, have an accident somewhere. And I think it's just from anxiety. I don't think she does it personally, but with that cat, who knows? But when we're here, oh my gosh, she is just super crazy and excited to hang out with us. And I think that's probably why she's so goofy right now, is because we have not been home for a while. Almost there. And that didn't take, wow, 23 minutes already? Time flies when I get to hang out with you guys. I have missed hanging out with you guys. I haven't seen you. It's been 3 weeks. So this is kind of nice to be able to do this. Okay, so I cut literally 3 of those little napkins, and it looks like there's a lot of pieces still left over, but I took just the really good ones, the ones that weren't a corner piece or didn't have a defect in it. And there's only like 4 or 5 of those flower pieces in each napkin. So this is 3 napkins cut up, and I think I'm going to use all of those, the best pieces of the napkin. Just that little piece left. Oh my gosh, I love this. Ugh, I am shaking. I don't know why. Well, probably because I haven't eaten yet. I haven't been doing the intermittent fasting for very long, but long enough. So it's long enough to know that it's going really well. And, you know, when people first told me about it, I'm like, that's just dumb. But it's not. And I don't know why, because like when I was doing Weight Watchers, you could eat any time of the day or night. And I still lost a lot of weight with that. But then, of course, 2020 hit and I couldn't run. I couldn't go work out. I couldn't do anything like that. And it made it way more difficult. Okay, I have a little white spot in there, but I don't have any more of the little pieces and I don't want to overlap them. But look at this. What do you think? I love this. I'm going to let it dry over here. Our orange pumpkin is still not done drying, and I probably won't work with that on the live, the one we just painted. But let's work with this little one. I'm going to take the stem out. Ooh. Yeah, see how it's got these barbs on it, and it really sticks in there, which is what you want. But I think once you pull it out, you're going to wind up having to glue it back in. But see, there it is. And I'm going to take the little ones. I only have, oh, I do have a small one of those. Where's that spot? Ta-da! I do have a small one. I didn't think I did. Sticking you right in there. Maybe. Like that. Yay! Now this one is totally done. There, it overlapped a little bit. But not, I don't think anything where somebody's going to go, you know, you overlapped that right there. You probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, okay. I have a whole lot more pieces. These are the pieces that are not, they're cut off in some, and then, or maybe these are the corner. No, these are the corner pieces. So part of the pattern is cut off. So I'm not going to use those. I do want to use those on a picture frame though, especially on the corners of the picture frame. I think that's going to be really cool. But then these are the ones that it looks like an ink blob because there's like, it looks like they took the pattern and folded it in half. I don't know why, but I'm going to use that on this one because that's what I have left. And we'll see how that works. Okay. I don't know if putting the larger print on the smaller pumpkin would look good. It's on the floor from my cat. Hold on. Okay. This is the bigger one. I don't know how that would look on here. It might look okay, but I think it would overpower it too much. So I'm just going to leave that sit over there. And we're going to use the small print. Okay. Let's use this one. And I'm going to get up to the top as close as possible because when you put the stem back on, it will cover up some of the design and it'll look like the whole pumpkin was done. And there's no edges to where the design stopped. Now, I have seen people take the plastic stem. This is just a cheapo plastic stem. It looks realistic because it has a little grapevine piece. I can't know if I turn it around. Hold on. Little grapevine piece coming off of it. But I have seen people take wood or an actual grapevine piece, dry it, and then stick that in so it looks more natural. Because grapevine and pumpkin vine look a lot alike. Now, if you have actual pumpkins, then by all means try that. But there are wild grapes growing all over here. The muscadines and I don't know what the other kinds are. They're not like the fancy Concords or anything like that. You can eat them, but they're bitter. But the vines, I used to make my own grapevine wreaths and super easy to make them out of grapevines, but it's hard. The hard part is going and finding the grapevines, and if they're older and dried, you have to soak them so they're more pliable. I mean, there was just a lot to it. So when you can buy a large grapevine wreath in a store for $5, do that. I would like to make some of those grapevine Christmas trees, though, that they have like on your front porch. I think Hobby Lobby has those, but I think they're pretty pricey. I don't remember. I think I remember seeing them there, but I don't remember the cost. And that is something that I could easily make myself. I'll give you a little hint. What you do is you take a tomato cage. If you've ever grown tomatoes, they're these cheap little wire frames that you can buy to train your tomatoes to go up the tomato cage, and it keeps the tomatoes from sitting on the ground, which you don't want because they rot so much easier when they're sitting on the ground. So these tomato cages are hardly anything to purchase. They're pretty cheap, and Lowe's still has them out there. In fact, Lowe's had them out at Christmas, so probably because they know people are going to use them as Christmas trees, because they are cone-shaped. So what you do as you wrap your grapevines around this cone, you probably start at the top and go down, but you wrap them and wrap them and wrap them, and then you fasten them together with floral wire, which is a thin wire. Some of it has like a green covering, and some of it's just a silver wire. It doesn't matter what you use, but you keep supporting it with the wire, kind of more on the inside, but so you don't see the wire so much. And if you do see the wire, you can jaw it around afterwards. But once you have your cone shape made, just slide it up over the tomato cage, and you can sit it in a flower pot or right on the ground. And it looks so cool when you decorate them with like the white twinkly lights. It's just a really beautiful piece when you're done, and not a lot of money or skill involved in it. All right, you need to go over this way. There we go. Okay. Oh, I thought I folded it too much, but it unfolded and laid right back down nice. Okay. I'll be so happy to get this fireplace done. It's been so much fun building it, but I want it done so I can decorate it. And I already have ideas for Christmas. I think I'm going to buy some Sculpey clay and cut out stars, all different sizes, because I have cookie cutters for those. And I think I'm just going to hang it either with fishing lines so you don't see how they're hung, or maybe just use twine so you can really see how they're hanging there. But just hang them in all different lengths in the pine boughs that go across. And I just think that'll be really pretty. For some reason, that's what I have up here. Okay, now I did not do the bottom, but I think it's kind of beautiful just like that. I don't think I'm going to do the bottom. Oops, I see. Look at me shake. Oh, stop it. I've been doing the intermittent fasting long enough that I shouldn't be shaking. Okay, this is it. Let me put my Mod Podge away so it doesn't dry up. Put my brush over here. So we have, I think this one goes on here because it has a little, we have this pumpkin, which, I just think this is beautiful. Once it dries, it's going to be stunning. And then we have, let's see if I can get this back in there without having to glue it. Yay! So now we have this one, which I think I'm just going to do the top like that. I might fill in a little bit around, but I think this is how I'm going to keep it. I still have plenty of these pieces all cut out, ready for other projects. This was only 3 napkins. I did 4 just in case I was going to need to use this one. The backing's already off. So this is my project for today. My fall colors, I'm not doing the bright oranges and the bright reds and all that. I'm doing more of the sage greens and browns and tans. So this is what I painted last year. This was orange. And then I decided I was going to paint it white. And then I didn't like the white, so I decided I was going to do this sage. And I'm so glad I did, because this is definitely what I'm going to use this fall. Now I painted 2 of these, and what I might do is cut a big hole in the bottom of one so I can set it right on the stem of the other, so I have a stacked pumpkin. And even if I decide not to do that the following year, the one with the big hole is still going to be sitting on a surface, so you're not going to see it anyways. There's so many different ways that you can change your house from season to season and not have it, oh, well, at Christmas we always put this here and we always put that there. And if that's what you love and you love those things in that particular place, do that. But I like change. I change stuff all the time. And my poor husband, nobody really likes change. But when it comes to home decor, I love it. I am always changing the furniture around, so he tries not to come out in the middle of the night because he can't remember which way the furniture was. But I like changing my decor. If I decide I want these pumpkins on the surface behind me this year, I might want them somewhere else next year. I do take pictures of where everything is so I can remember where it was. But a lot of times I don't follow that. So, and this year I have a fireplace to decorate. So all bets are off. I'm very excited on what I've already got planned for fall. So if you like this project and you want to do more projects with me, or you have some great ideas, you want to get a hold of me and let me know, hit the little follow at the top. If you're already following me, I so appreciate it. And I have been told that if you hit, like my page, it's kind of the same way as following. So I do love the Sage Betty. I really love how it looks like fall without the bright orange and red, which is so pretty, but I'm kind of changing it up this year. So I am also on this is Facebook, so you know I'm here. And I am on Instagram, and I am on Pinterest, and I am on YouTube. So if you want to follow me in all the places, I would so appreciate it. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you decide to do this, please send me pictures, because I get inspiration and ideas from other people. So, you know, you can't come up with new things all your own. And, you know, Pinterest is the be all end all for inspiration, but it can't be as good as getting ideas from your friends. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next Saturday, if not before. I have been posting Wednesday night lives. They're not live anymore. Those were pre-recorded. So if I don't respond to you during the live, I'm really sorry, because it is, like I said, it is pre-recorded. In the comments, I am going to put the links for the napkins that I used, and maybe Hobby Lobby will have it out for the pumpkins that I got also. I'll try to find the links for those. So, oh, and the little white ones I got from Amazon, so I will find the links for those. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later. Bye.